let's talk entertainment, shall we? Movie's biggest day is less than 2 months away, and now we know who is nominated for an Oscar.
It's so exciting. The Academy Award nominations came out today, so of course we had to bring in our 9 News entertainment expert reporter, Rachael Krause. Thank you for being here. You're going to break it all down.
Yes.
So let's start with the now record-breaking Sinners. And I heard from Sinners from you first months and months and months ago.
Yes, absolutely. Back when they were being criticized by, I think, a fair amount of people within the entertainment industry. And you know, what a big flag to fly today to say that we have now 16 nominations, breaking the record of 14. That was a 3-way tie before between All About Eve, La La Land, and Titanic. Sinners is here to stay, and it is a powerhouse film. And to do that as a horror movie, I think is absolutely amazing. Pretty much any category they could have been nominated in, they were nominated in. Michael B. Jordan getting a nod for Best Actor, and I think pretty well deserved. Pretty excited to see something like that.
I'm curious, do you think this could be a surprise winner? Because as we've seen in the award shows that have come out, the Golden Globes, and it seems like, it's not going to win anything.
I think it'll win some.
Nothing big.
I think it'll win some. I don't think it's going to take a lot of the big categories, and that's because we've been seeing a lot of big momentum building around some of the other heavy hitters, like One Battle After Another, Paul Thomas Anderson's movie. I know you weren't as big of a fan of it, but I mean, Leo DiCaprio, Sean Penn had a really powerhouse performance. They had a lot of folks being nominated in their category too. I think that one's going to be taking home a lot of awards actually, and I think Hamnet is going to do a pretty good job. I think those are kind of the 2 main ones to watch, but I think to see Sinners kind of getting its flowers after such a weird start to their season, I think is in and of itself like a really big presentation, and hopefully gives them a lot more staying power to put out movies like this that I think a lot of people want to
And I wonder if they're surprised, because they also put it out in February. Did they think that they were going to be in the hunt for these big awards a year later?
I think if they had thought that it was going to be that much of a player, they would have held it, because I think a movie like that coming around October is a huge player.
Yep.
Right.
But I think everybody was kind of fighting for it. It felt like people this is one that people really wanted to hold on to, and they really wanted to make sure that they were voting for this and making sure that it wasn't being lost out of the conversation, because a lot of movies really are.
Yeah. So Rachael, you've been very consistent, I feel like, from the get-go on what movies you thought were the standouts, the critically acclaimed. What do you think about snubs, whether it's an actor or a movie?
Ooh, we got to start with No Other Choice out of the international film category. And honestly, I had expected this to be nominated for Best Picture. I thought we were going to see some folks getting nominated into the actor categories. I was pretty shocked to see this one left off of pretty much every list. This is the South Korean dark comedy.
I remember you talking about.
Yeah, I want to see this.
It was one of my favorite movies of the year, and to see it even being left off the international film category, I thought was a very big snub, and it's certainly one that's got the internet talking. I was pretty shocked to see that happen. But we always see some snubs every year. I thought another one that was snubbed was Paul Mescal for his performance in Hamnet.
Right.
Jessie Buckley getting her nod as deserved for her role in Hamnet, but Paul Mescal left off the list. Now, I don't think that's going to hurt his career. He's doing amazing work. But I thought it was a little surprising and kind of a little well, I really felt he needed to be in the conversation, and he wasn't. But that's how it goes. I don't think this was a snub for me. It is a snub for you.
I knew you were going to take it there. I was going to ask you.
As Nikki Glaser said, Wicked for money. I liked Wicked. I don't think it needed to be nominated for anything. But in fairness, I said this last year too.
Yes,
I thought
I would agree across the board, because it's very easily, this could have been a film that could have been one. You could have given us a 3-hour film. It really felt like a money grab to divide it into 2 to give us 2 2.5-hour films.
Yeah.
I still believe, though, and I will stand by this, that Ariana at least deserved a nomination. I thought her performance was so strong. She had to do a lot.
Yep.
Yeah. The second half of this movie required so much out of her acting ability, and she killed it. But I get it, it wasn't going to be nominated for
wasn't going to be nominated. And I think had it been a weaker year for Best Song, because of course Miley Cyrus wasn't even nominated for her Best Original Song. I think had it gone a little differently, Best Original Song, she could have gotten a nod there. But it is K-pop Demon Hunters year for that. Yay! So, I mean, not a terribly big surprise. But for me, the biggest surprise of all the award nominations is that F1 is nominated for Best Picture.
Is it really?
I didn't know it was.
Yes, and what is it doing? What is it doing?
Did you like it?
No.
I watched it at home. And it was
even
horrible.
care to watch it.
You know when you're at home and you're watching something that's not good, and you got your wine and your popcorn, it's still not good at home?
So many other movies that would have been a great fit in that category, like No Other Choice. Like, it was just an accident. There were so many other things. Richard Linklater's movies that really shone in the Golden Globes. Nope, not there.
Was Weapons nominated for Best?
Not for Best Picture.
See,
Amy Madigan
Right,
carried
the
her
act-
category
yes,
in Best Actor.
yes.
And then again with Rose Byrne, seeing with If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. We saw 3 women in those categories pushing their movies the only time they were nominated. So kind of interesting in the Best Actress category, actually.
Oh, this is going to be
Yeah.
so fun. I'm so excited. The Oscars will be held Sunday, March 15th. We'll be tuning in. You'll, of course, break it down after the fact. We appreciate you, Rachel. Thank you.